I think one of the reasons so many of us feel like we're reading a lot, but not really becoming more thoughtful, is because of how we take notes. What I've found much more useful is sort of shifting the purpose of note-taking entirely. Whereas I used to think the purpose was to mark the most important parts, now I use the notes to help me process my own thinking. Now when I read, I underline a little bit more selectively, just enough to mark something that feels worth pausing on. And then I use my notes, whether that's in the margins or in a separate notebook, as a space to think. So I'll question what the author is saying, I'll connect it to something else I've read, or write down a reaction that isn't fully formed yet, but feels interesting enough to follow. I also try to make the process a little bit more active. So I'll pause and test myself on what I've just read, almost like I'm explaining it back to myself without looking. I'll try to rewrite an idea in my own words, just to make sure I actually understand it and could pass it on to someone else. And even something as simple as using different colors helps, separating out the main idea from supporting evidence, or marking vocabulary and definitions so I can see the structure of what I'm reading more clearly. Often my notes are messy, incomplete, and contradictory, but that's okay because I believe that is where the thinking starts to happen. The process of me entering into a conversation with the text, that's what these notes represent, and they become a resource of both the author's ideas and my thinking. I would love to know how you take notes that actually help you think. Let us all know in the comments.